money's the root to all evil, they don't even understand the quote. Let's think about that quote, right?
Yeah.
Money's the root to all evil. Money makes people do evil things.
Yeah.
But money itself is not evil. People will scam, people will rob, people will kill for money.
Yeah.
But it's not the money itself that's evil. Money is just a means of exchange for service. You feel me?
Come on, you keep coming back to that. Like the service you gave is what got you in a position you're in.
That's the first rule to getting rich, is understanding that money and service ties into each other. You know that scale where there's like 2 plates?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Think of one plate as money and one plate as service. That's how I was taught.
Like a teeter-totter of like, you want to keep it.
Yeah, it's always a balanced scale.
Yeah.
If you're not making enough, you're not doing enough.
So if you talk to like a fitness influencer and he says, I'm not getting enough new clients.
He needs to be giving out more service.
100%.
But another thing too is like, that's why people say give out free knowledge, right? But let's dive back into that. Man, I'm not getting clients, man. Why? People come to me, they'll be on my program, but they're not in an inspirational shape. Like, you have to be the role model for the people you're trying to sell.
Yeah.
How are you a fat dude complaining about not getting clients for your weight loss program? You haven't even lost the weight.
Right.
You gotta be the example first. So people ask me, how do I make money? Well, what have you done? What have you done to change the world, to inspire people? You haven't done the first step yet. You have to go through that step and then teach others the blueprints of how you did it. For you, it was barbering, right? You know what I'm saying? That's how you went from like nothing to something, to the 20 bands a month. And it's just teaching that blueprint that gets you to the next level.
The more service. So if someone's watching this video and they're like you were, you just showed me your notes. Manifesting, like visualizing, like one day I want to have a Lambo. I want to be as jacked as Vincent. I want to have the girl, the model Russian girlfriend. I want to have the nice crib in Miami. I want to have the pop in social media. I want all those things.
Yeah.
The one thing you would tell him is give more service.
So give more service, yes. But before that even starts, you got to know where you want to go.
Yeah.
You can't reach a destination that you don't even know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You have to clearly define where you want to be. And the more specific you are, the stronger the magnet. I knew the exact spec of the cars I was gonna get.
Wow.
I knew I'd be living in a high rise in Miami.
How many miles per gallon does this get?
It's pretty. I switch off. I'll switch off from the Lambo to the Rolls. I couldn't give you an accurate
The
number.
Rolls is probably like 12 miles per gallon.
They're both really good. To be honest, they're both really good. But I stay in Brickell, so like, I don't go too far.
Yeah. But that's like the specs. Like you want to know everything. Like, okay.
Yeah. Like I knew the color. You know what I'm saying? I knew I'd get a matte black i8 as like a halfway I'm getting money car. I knew I'd elevate to Lambos and Rolls Royces. I knew where I was gonna be. I was so specific about it. I knew the exact chain I would get from the exact jeweler that I would get.
Wow.
I'd go to the Rolls Royce dealership before I even had one or could afford one, and I'd sit in the car. I'd be like, open it up. I'm about to buy it.
Yeah.
They'd be like, man. They tell me because I was a skinny, dusty kid.
Come on, bro.
They'd be like, look, we can't let you sit in this car because somebody else is gonna buy it. I'm like, do you know who I am? I'm gonna buy it. I had nothing in my fucking bank account. I pulled up in a dusty ass van, but it's that mentality. You have to become a millionaire mentally before you become one in the real world.
I mean, it's corny, but the Muhammad Ali quote, he's like, I said I was the greatest before I knew I was. It's like the identity of like, I'm already the champ. And I ain't won the championship yet. So when I get the championship, when I get the Lambo, it's like a trophy that I knew I deserved back when I was 16 in that spare room in my mom's crib. Dropping out of high school, and they didn't believe in me. They were laughing at me, and I'm laughing at them. Like, you don't even know where I'm gonna be.
Yeah, it's the belief that creates the reality. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no doubt. So just to show them the notes, you were manifesting.
Yeah. So I wrote the whole blueprint. Should I show it to this camera? So this is, I'm not sure if you can see it. Let me know if they can see that. So this is 2021, right? What I wrote down here, let me look at it so I know. I knew I was gonna be on TikTok. I wanna explain this. I knew I was gonna sell my workout routine. I thought I was gonna put it in like an OnlyFans thing because people had OnlyFans courses. I didn't know where to put a course. This not fucking OnlyFans is what you're talking about. But essentially what I'm saying is I knew I was gonna sell my workout routine. I knew I was gonna make money from that, and then teach how I made the money.
Yeah.
And then buy real estate. Like, we haven't even gotten to the real estate part yet, but it's just about knowing exactly where you're gonna be. They say if your plan to get rich takes longer than 3 years, it's just a dream. A lot of people think like it takes time, but if you're not seeing results, then you need to think about what you're doing wrong. You should be seeing results after like a few months at least.
Wow. So
Like
you're the king of doing everything fast. You do everything big and you do everything fast.
Yeah, it has to be big too, right?
Yeah.
Because how I started was a $20 workout routine. Like, yeah, like it's cool, but let me tell you this, right? There's a quote from the richest man in the world, owns all the designer brands you can think of, Dior, Gucci, everything, right? He said, luxury goods is the only area where it's possible to make luxury margins. So when we get to these, everybody,
the area where it's possible to make luxury margins.
Yeah, so everybody has the same idea, right? I'm gonna start a business, I'm gonna sell like, let's say a $20 shirt. I'm gonna sell a shirt, I make it for 10, I sell it for 20. The margins are so damn small. The reason these big whales of the industry are making so much is because they have luxury goods. Like, I would say the only two areas is what he said, luxury goods and information. Because when you sell information, the profit margins are 100%. People get into these businesses where, yeah, they're doing a lot of revenue, but what are you taking home? You know what I'm saying? When you do something like I'm doing, somebody flies in 10,000 for a mentorship, I keep every dollar. So it's not the same.
So before we go, tell me, if I wanted to get in shape with you, you have a low tier program, and then if I wanted to actually learn how to coach others, you have like a high ticket program.
Yeah. So I have two programs. One, because I was skinny, I gained 60 pounds in a year naturally. I have the whole blueprint for that. And that's one of the things I sell, which is online coaching. The second thing is teaching people how to run a successful 6-figure online coaching business and replicate what I did. A lot of people actually bought my program first and then bought my mentorship because they built the physique. I built a lot of people from ground zero to hero.
Wow.
So those are the two programs I have.
Yeah.
And they can hit me up about that, you know what I'm saying, if they want to.
And that's just if they want to get the results that you have.
Yeah. You can never take advice from somebody who's not where you want to be at.
Come on, bro.
If somebody's not where you want to be, and no hate to a lot of you guys, but a lot of your parents are telling you go to college, whatever, you have to ask yourself, do my parents live the lifestyle that I want to live?
Yeah, bro.
For me, I knew it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't listen to my mom as much as I loved her.
Right.
You have to think their intentions are pure, right? They want the best for you.
Yeah.
They only know what they did and what worked. But they can't teach you how to get rich if they're not rich. They can only teach you how to get to where they got to. So people will give you great advice, but if they don't have the results, you can't listen.
100%.
I've had rich people when I was younger give me advice that made 0 sense to me.
Wow.
But I applied it and it worked.
100%.
So the first factor is, you know what I'm saying, making sure your mentors are valid.
Bro, I don't want to take advice from nobody who don't have the result, like the fruits of what they say they preach.
Yeah.
They actually have it. But right on, man. So we've covered law of like exposure. Like you had to go sit in the foreign car, tell them like, yeah, I'm about to own this.
Yeah.
And get it like a feel for it, know the specs of it. Then you got like the law of manifestation. You got real clear
Yeah.
on like exactly what it is you wanted, and then I don't know if it's a law of belief, but like you have this massive self-confidence, self-belief where like most people, you should do like a confidence course, like, because most people just need like the confidence they need to like have that drop out of college or drop out of high school and be like, no, I'm gonna be successful. I don't need a degree or a diploma for this. Like most people would not dream of like hearing all that doubt from their peers and having their own plan.
And let me tie into that. I think there's two ways to really have confidence, right? The first one is like your parents. Like, were your parents confident? Yeah. But if you didn't have confident parents who kind of believed in you, confidence can be built through self-improvement. And I would say the first step to doing that is the physical. You know what I'm saying? Like going to the gym for a week, seeing no results, and you finally see results. And your confidence is a little bit higher. You keep working, you see more and more results. Like that's how self-confidence is built. It's through results, self-improvement.
So there's a kid right now. He's in his mom's basement in Ohio. He's about 16 years old. He just gave up on his fitness journey because he spent like 6 months trying, getting stronger, but seeing no results. And he has like no self-esteem, self-worth because like his pops wasn't there for him. And you know, his mom's like giving him like chaos in the home. Like whenever she is home, it's chaos. But she works like 2 jobs, so his brothers are like in and out of juvenile hall. And he has no like masculine role model, no like good feminine, divine feminine energy. And all he thinks his whole childhood is like, I can't wait to get out of this house and go be something big one day. Like write a story with my life.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he doesn't really believe in himself because he doesn't have a blueprint. He's never seen a Vincent who's jacked, rich, has the cars, but is still cool, approachable, down to earth dude. So he doesn't even know if he can like meet a mentor who's gonna coach him. He just feels like, honestly, no one's coming to save him, and he's pretty much got that low confidence, low self-belief. He's low-key depressed, like he's low-key socially anxious.
Yeah.
How do you dig him out of that tunnel?
So I'm gonna tell him how to dig out right now, because I came from a single mother household. I didn't have no masculine role model either. But what helped me, my mentors were online. I didn't know them in person. I didn't grow up around motherfuckers I wanted to be like. I grew around motherfuckers I didn't want to be like.
Yeah, a lot of
so
people
when I
relate.
hopped on that phone, I started seeing, I didn't see a Vincent Fisher. I wish I had a me, but I started seeing people with
That's
the
hard to
results I
duplicate.
wanted.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you just listen to them on the phone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you listen to them, damn, he did it too. He has the same story.
Yeah.
And you build.
And you gotta get a mentor. Like that kid
Yeah,
in that
yeah, that's
basement,
essential.
figuring it out on his own, that's gonna take you decades, bro.
Nah, to this day I get mentors. Like where I'm at now, I'm still paying people who are above me to learn the knowledge they know. Like you need mentors because like you said, you can try to figure it out yourself, but if you pay that extra dollar and just get the blueprint, it's easy. People think success is like you have to be innovative, whatever. Nah, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Find somebody who's done what you're trying to do and pay them to learn how to do it.
100%. That kid in the basement was me. The story I was.
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
You know
but honestly, that advice is perfect, bro. I should have got a mentor immediately. Like the second I made it, $100, whoever, I'm DMing, hey, bro, can you just give me a phone call? Like, boom, give a course I can buy. And most people will hesitate. Like you talk about. That discount code ain't gonna get you here, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they'll take the wrong route to success and spend like way more time than needed to get a result like this, or to never get this result. You said a discount code from a company.
Yeah. See, this
won't get you here.
Every fitness influencer's dream is like, man, I want to get sponsored by these big companies. I'm not gonna call out names. I don't want to get in trouble.
Go ahead,
I want to
bro.
get that 15% code, and I made it. But you haven't made it. You know what I'm saying? You made them $60, but you get $5.
Yeah.
That's not the way to build with fitness.
Yeah.
And as somebody who's done it all, I had the 15% code. I'm not just making fun of people like this. I'm saying that because I've been there.
Yeah, you're sharing what works for you.
I'm getting 15%. They make you post 6 times a week. It's a full-time job and you're working for somebody else. Yeah, you built your platform, but they're raping you for the profits.
Come on.
You have to have your own products.
Yeah.
And the easiest thing to do if you're somebody who's got in shape is to sell your routine. It's simple. But let me tie back into what you said. Like a lot of people are scared to buy these mentorships for $100. Oh, I'm not sure this, that. It's because they were raised to play defense when they have nothing to protect.
Yeah.
You have nothing to lose right now, but you're raised to play defense. Man, I'm not sure. I'm skeptical. That skeptical shit won't get you to the next level. Not everything's a scam. Maybe because of the environment you were raised around, there's a lot of scammers, but you can't play defense and want to score offensively.
Yeah, it needs to be massive on offense. If you busted in my door, like this version of you, busted in that flooded basement one day, and was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing here? You're still in this fucking moldy basement, bro? Like, you're supposed to be Joel Thompson coach. Like, you're supposed to be in Miami.
Yeah.
You're doing these, like, massive vlogs. Like, you're supposed to be jacked, bro. Like, you haven't even started the fitness journey. You gave up on yourself, bro. Come on, wake up, bro. Like, you're supposed to be making millions by 30. Like, you're supposed to be this by this. Like, if you busted in my crib and said that to me, it would wake me up. But most people don't have that, like, back against the wall, like, mentor in their face. Like the approach you're taking on your social media lately.
Yeah, and it's not really, the mentor is extremely important, nearly essential, but it starts with that burning desire of what you want. Like you can't, I wouldn't say you can even teach desire. Like you sit down, you decide what you truly want, and think about it like this. I'm gonna give you a quote, right? Everybody's where they want to be, whether they're ready to admit it or not. Everybody's where they want to be. Everybody's comfortable, even when they're struggling. You don't want to be rich because you don't want to go through the steps that it takes. You don't want to go through the discipline of showing up every day to get the results you want. You're comfortable. Think about if I placed you on a burning fire, you wouldn't just sit there. You're sitting there because you're comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So
when I'm like humping my bed sheets or busting a nut to a porno, you're saying I'm comfortable in that life.
Yeah, whether people are ready to admit that or not, you're comfortable with your life. So in order to grow, you don't get what you want, you get what you have to have. I love myself way too much to not drive supercars, not wear diamonds, and not live in Miami. It's just a standard that I set for myself. You don't raise to what you want, you fall to your standards. So your standards have to be high.
You want to be the guy in the video that you're watching, not it's like piping the model.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And I became that by hanging it up. Like, by hanging it up. I'm not gonna sit here and watch another motherfucker get play. Like, I'm gonna be the dude that gets to play.
You had a vision of OnlyFans and it came real. Y'all just dropped the link below.
Nah. And I'm gonna tie into that though. I've had OnlyFans motherfuckers out here come up to me and show me screenshots of like $250,000 in 2 weeks. And I look at that and it's like the devil reaching his hand out to me. Because like I said, like it ties back into God. How does this advance society? Like we're all here for a purpose to advance society. What you're doing is backtracking. So yeah, could I make money from that? Yes, but I would have karmic debt.
Yeah, you're influencing the generation that's following you to take a path that you know is wrong. Like you know is not going to support their highest evolution. Like you're looking at it as your younger self. Like this is what I needed, was somebody who had all the stuff, had the Lambo, the jewelry, but then gave the right guidance.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
Boom, you got 2 programs. They have to get a mentor. They need to get in shape with you.
Yeah.
And then you can show them how to teach others.
That's the thing. And a lot of people will buy the mentorship before they're in shape, but you have the knowledge for when you do get in shape. So
100.